How different is routing when it comes to IPv6? It's not a whole lot different. Nope, we still have our interior gateway protocols, and we still have our exterior gateway protocols. Interior gateway protocols are protocols we're going to use inside of our autonomous system, meaning inside of our sphere of control, inside of our organization where we have responsibility. That's what our autonomous system is. And then we will use exterior gateway protocols in order to provide communication between different autonomous systems. So from ourselves to a service provider or between two different service providers, that's where you'd see the exterior gateway protocols utilized. So internally, we could use RIP-NG. Yeah, named after Star Trek The Next Generation. It's not a joke. EIGRP for IPv6. We have OSPF v3. All those are potential options we have for using a dynamic routing protocol inside of our autonomous system. And then externally, we have multi-protocol BGP version 4. And that's the same one we're utilizing for IPv4. All right, it's still the same. It's still multi-protocol BGP version 4 no matter what. It's just that BGP has been designed to support many different protocols inside of it. So the configuration of BGP just requires us to start saying, hey, this is for IPv4, this is for IPv6, and so on and so forth. So it's still the same good old-fashioned BGP, just supporting many different protocols inside of it. Whereas we've had some enhancements to these different routing protocols to make them behave in certain ways for IPv6. Now, for static routing here, that is definitely a valid option as well. Little more work when it comes to setting up static routing for IPv6, simply because we have to always consider the possibility of those link local addresses, those FE80 addresses, and the fact that, well, we like to use them with our dynamic routing protocols as the next hop IP address. So whether it's RIP or EIGRP or OSPF, they are using the next hop IP address as the link local address. So that is a consideration for static routing. Link local addresses, global addresses, unique local addresses. There's a little bit more, and you always have to consider, okay, what are my different possible options? Because there's more options for static routing than with IPv4. But other than that, they all work. They're great. They're fantastic. They're still based on the same fundamental principles that you learn about for IPv4. So as you learn about these different routing protocols, it's more about learning the differences and how they behave for IPv6 versus IPv4.